So I have a question for all the hot single men out there. Where are you? No, seriously, where are you? Because you're not out at the weekends. You're not in some quaint little coffee shop reading a book, being all sexy and mysterious. You're not on Hinge or Bumble. You are certainly not on Tinder. So where are you? Where is your location? My phone has never been so dry. My phone is drier than the grit the UK government are not using to grit the roads and pavements this winter. That's how fucking dry my phone is. Like, do you all just group together and go live in some far off island in the middle of nowhere? It would make fucking sense by this point. I could not tell you the last time I met a guy who was really attractive, funny, had the personality of more than a fucking teaspoon. So where are you? Help a gal out this festive season. Drop your location. I can't be the only single gal feeling this way. There's not even options at this point. So please, do us a favor. Let us know where you are. Thanks, hon.
Before, and I've said to men, stop approaching women. Stop it.
I agree.
2023. Stop it. Stop approaching women. Do not go up to them. When you go outside, do not entertain them. A woman, see, women can let you know if they're interested in you. I don't believe in that one when a woman's walking past, you should just try to grab. First of all, never touch a woman. That's not your woman. Don't even touch her.
True.
First of all, yeah. Well, 2023 is how you catch a case, right? No, I'm like, what is my advice going to be to men and young men, especially at work? I've said before, do not speak to no women at work, because what Pearl proved is, what one man is creepy, but another man actually is not so creepy, right? It comes to crush, right? No, but so if a guy moves to you at work and you don't like him, it becomes, workplace misconduct. But if you find him cute, you're not complaining.
I think that it's 100% the women's fault. 100%. Because it's like, all right. You put a piece of meat in front of a tiger, you can't be mad he ate it. You put the piece of meat right in front of him. Now, I know everyone will say, Pearl, don't compare women to meat. But I will. I just did. Now, yeah, because men are in control of relationships. Women are in control of sex. So we pick who we sleep with. Men who pick who they wife.
All my life, I've been complaining that no guys like me. Sorry, let me rephrase. No guy that I liked me back. Okay, but tell me why I finally found a guy who liked me back. Which, okay, wait. I met this guy who I thought was attractive, right? And he also thought I was attractive. And then so I got his IG and we went on like dates. Cody's here with me, so. It went really well. The dates went really well. We went on like several too. But tell me why I didn't feel anything. What is wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with me, Cody? I finally found a guy that liked me back, and I don't like him. Recently learned about like attachment styles, and I think I found out that I am a fearful avoidant. A fearful avoidant is when you want intimacy, but you fear it. But like a lot of my friends tell me that I just like haven't found the right guy. It's okay, guys. I don't believe in love anyways, so I am happily single. I couldn't be any happier. Yeah!
I have to thank every man that left me. I would have never been alone this long. and really got to know myself. I feel that as young women, we're devoting ourselves to this programming of love. And the truth is, you gotta love everything, not the poor guy that you that you decided to hook up with. I have to thank.
This lady is projecting more than a drive-in movie theater. And those aren't tears of joy, trust me. I get what you're saying. Self-love is important. But I think this is the result of a lot of modern females out there who end up giving their bodies away to men who don't deserve it. This is the end result of said choices. Ladies, be careful. It's wild out there.
The truth is, when you're dating a girl that's very, very independent, she's probably always going to say no anytime you ask her, does she need anything? And as toxic as you may think that is, we all have our baggage. And then when you are in a relationship, you work through that trauma with that person if that's the person that you decided to be with. So if you want to help her to stop being so prideful in that sense, and yes, she needs to be working on her trauma too if she is overly independent. I have to say things for clarity. But anyways, if you feel like you want to do something for her, just do it. Take that initiative, because when she sees you taking that initiative, it'll make her more comfortable and more trusting, and she'll feel like she can depend on you a little bit more. And just for clarity, independence is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But too much of anything can become a bad thing.
My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this year, I have had chlamydia twice. So far.
Can somebody please tell me since bloody when it is okay to say that you're 6 foot tall when you're actually 5'8"? That's literally fraud. Like, I get it. If you're 5'11", you need to put like your 6 foot on your dating profile. Sure, you do what you gotta do, boo. I can even understand that if you're 5'10", that you need to put 6 foot. But when you're 5'8" and you put 6 foot, like, honey, what are you trying to hide? There's no way of what? Like, I'm actually so upset. See, I didn't even take off my coat. I just cannot wait to rant TikTok about this. The guy had zero personality. He's shorter than me. The food was mediocre. Like, we had salmon, but it's mediocre. I cannot believe I wasted my precious, relaxing Sunday night and I put on makeup for this. Like, it took me an hour to get ready. What?
What's your biggest pet peeve when it comes on to texting?
If I don't text her back fast enough, she will say, "Who are you texting?" And that's my pet peeve, because I'm fucking doing something that I'm busy with. So that's my pet peeve.
Do you think that's like an insecurity, or where could that stem from?
No, I'm just like,
She's crazy.
can I cuss?
Say anything you want to.
I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm number one priority. Period. Point blank.
But she also wants me to pay for everything, so.
You're his number one priority, or you believe you should be. What number priority is she actually in reality?
Two.
She's in the
Two.
top three. She's in the top three. She's at least.
I'm top three.
No, you're in the top. What do you mean?
Bitch.
You said two. That's in the fucking middle of 1, 2, and 3.
So I would be 3?
I got a mom.
Yeah, mom is 1. That's fine.
Mom is 1.
Until marriage, which is appropriate.
I'm not married yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's fine, but why would you say top 3? I'm number 2.
Okay, she's number 2.
Period.
Guys, I need you to forward this to all the women in your life. Ladies, bear with me. One thing that I had to learn about men is that when they are listening to your story, they want the point first. For example, John got fired from work today because he got caught laundering $1 million. Versus, oh my gosh, you know what happened to John today? Because then the time that we go from here, we lost him. This technique guarantees that he's at least in for a good 5 to 10 minutes. He wants to know the drama. He just wants to get to the point. So give him the point first.
A man needs to show a woman that he understands how big of a deal it is for her to give her body to him. Lately in our society, all it seems like is that it's just an expectation of her. Men are acting like just because they want it, they're entitled to it. They are not understanding what an intrusive experience it can be for a woman. No one is entitled to that.
Women say things like this when they are trying to acquire the beta male's resources. In all reality, she has a body count over 20 by 25. Most women in modern society are busy selling their sexuality on OnlyFans or 20 other social medias as well. They want all benefits of misandry and female empowerment without any of the consequences.
Stop getting with broke men.
Stop it! Stop it now! Oh, but he's really nice to you, and he listens? Oh, the Cheesecake Factory's not a date, Oh, he only lives with his parents because he's saving money to buy an apartment. Okay. Stupid! He asked you to split the bill, and you agreed.
Nice guys are mostly misogynists covered. They lack self-awareness enough to understand that they're not actually nice.
They're kind of being manipulative by concealing their actual intentions.
They're literally girl bossing, gatekeeping, gaslighting. Like, that's what they're doing.
Have you ever dated a woman with children?
I have, but I was young. I was like 22. I had a cougar. He had some younger kids. How old is your son?
He's 11.
He's 11. And from my experience, I told myself I couldn't take a woman with children seriously.
Why?
The child's always gonna come first.
Yes.
The child's gonna always come first. I'm going to always need to put you first, but I come second. And technically, he's a 10-year-old boy who's going to get into his teenage years. He's going to be in a situation where you're not my dad, right? I'm not talking about an anecdotal experience. Your son may be a sweet child, but my experience, it just hasn't been the best.
You have the right to feel however you want about dating a single mom. That's your prerogative, whatever. But you're on a date with a single mom. What are you talking about? Your priority here is supposed to be trying to get a third date. I don't even know why I want a second date with you in this moment.
Realistically, yeah, we can have some fun.
But taking it serious.
It's like taking it seriously is just hard because I don't have to settle. I've done certain things in my life to put me at a certain echelon, to date a certain top tier. I'm not saying a woman with a child isn't top tier, but like standards wise, it's like I like to travel and be like, yo, let's go. Let's go to Miami, let's do this, let's do that. And it's like, let me call my mom and see if she can watch the kid. It's just no real benefit in it for me.
Joya?
Yes.
You didn't ask for another date with him. What was the turnoff?
Specifically, the turnoff was when I asked that question about would you date a single mother? And Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother is not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair. And it's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
All right, so just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
It doesn't have to continue.
So what I'm saying is that
it's more about why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
What you're supposed to learn from is history.
So you're a very intelligent
You're a very intelligent woman. You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if you know, as a woman growing up, you know it's a less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child. So what you do, you be more proactive. Using condoms.
What's that got to do with your choice?
Okay, if you're getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. I a better chance of me having a successful life by finding a man. That's what I'm thinking.
So you were raised by a single mother.
Yes.
Is your mother still alive?
I struggle. My mom's still alive.
Did she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggle.
Okay, so your words that echoed all around social media, and I want to make sure that we have this clearly, were, I'm a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
Yeah,
did I have that correctly? I want to be clear.
Yeah, we'll be selling.
Right. So what makes you think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
No, the value I put out into the world.
What about your character?
I have great character. I've built myself to basically have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice. They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures. They can. And then what are you doing?
But we're not talking about that. That's not the situation that that's not the conversation.
I won't date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
what does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man, right? But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive. Oh, no, we can't say that. It's all about picking her up. So every time it's saying something for a man, it's down.
You got a lot on your back.
Yeah,
okay.
Man.
So what I want to be clear, not just for you, but for everybody out there, is the car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely not.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character. And you, brother, are coming up to the sum of.
I have shared my husband with 16 people so far this year. I actually think I'm obsessed. I actually think I can't get enough. That's how obsessed I am. If you told me 12 months ago that I was going to be sharing my husband with multiple women, I would have been like, no, that's a lie. So apparently it's not, and apparently it's a new thing that I just can't get enough of. And the funny thing about it is I am the one that is obsessed. Like, my husband's like, yeah, cool, like, whatever. I'm like, no, this is a good idea. Like, we should go do this. We should go do this. Oh, I've met her. We should go do her. And he just comes along for the ride, and I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure I enjoy the girls more than what he does. I mean, he's the bonus, but I definitely enjoy it a lot more. And the cool thing is, what we do for work, we obviously film it. Not all of them. We've had ones that we haven't filmed because it's just been us in our element. But we've filmed most of them, which is really cool because we get to share that. And we get to watch it back over and over and over, which is really cool. But I still just can't get enough. I still feel like that we're like always on the prowl for the next person. And now I'm kind of wondering, like, have I opened up a can of worms? Like, will this get worse? Will it ever stop? Who knows?
How do you ask men for money without feeling bad? Like this. Do you want to make me happy right now? Yeah, of course I do. I want to make you happy too. But later on. Well, what do you want? Then whisper in his ear like this. I want you to take me to the ATM and give me as much money as you choose. It's kind of a kink. I just want to see what you're going to give. It's gonna be like, okay, let's go. Then you're going to say, no, never mind. You're going to tease him a little bit. You're going to say, never mind. How about the next time we see each other, you just bring it to me? He already know he gonna seduce you because you just whispered in his ear, and you know what that do.
So I just tested Miss Sprinkle's advice. In short, it worked. Shira 7 said, when you go out by yourself. I did. I went to the happy hour at a very wealthy, predominant place in Philadelphia. I went to the Four Seasons, JG Sky High to be exact, at the time that she said, which is earlier than later. Literally, those men in there were on me like I was honey and they were bees. Now, she said to go by yourself because there were other girls that came as a group that was trying to do the same thing. Baby, they didn't pay them no mind because that's intimidating. They didn't want to go up there to 7 girls and then get let down. But me sitting at the bar by myself, whether you are just networking or going out there to freestyle, you need to get out your comfort zone and go to these happy hours and these places by yourself. I literally made connects with 3 people and my tab was paid. So there was literally nothing that I lost in this experience. Sprinkle, ladies.
Babe, how come you have a list of like men's names in your phone? There's like 100 in here.
Oh, babe, don't look at that. It's
Oh, you know what? Don't even say it. I know it. You're planning our baby's names. Okay, I knew it. And apparently you're rooting for a guy, because that's a lot of names. Oh. Looks like a lot of the names are repeated.
Oh, it must be a mistake.
They're actually ranked. Okay, so you got favorites. Okay, so we got 8 out of 10 for Ethan. Okay, bet. 7 out of 10 for Ryan. Okay. And then wet emoji out of 10 for Jaquavius. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk about this, but it's definitely not like a huge thing though. But yeah, that's actually wild though. I don't know why you put wet emoji though. Now that I think about it, I guess that just means you really like it. But
yeah.
But I'm glad you're planning for it. You know what I mean? Man.
A man should pay all the bills.
No, thank you.
No! Why not? Are you broke?
Why should I pay for everything while you save all your money for yourself?
Just say you're not a provider.
Reverse psychology really is something, isn't it?
If I'm gonna give you my love, then you need to give me your soul in US dollars, minion.
Well, wouldn't you also be getting my love in return?
Who cares? I can get other guys.
And I can get another woman with high value and self-respect.
No! Wow, I'm gonna text you in 2 months saying I was wrong about everything, so be ready.
Ladies, have you ever wondered why some men choose Wonderbread women over you? And when I say Wonderbread, I'm just talking about girls who are a bit more plain, a bit more basic, average. And you, on the other hand, are like a divine French croissant and you're confused. You're like, I don't get it. Why are you going for Wonderbread when I'm right here? There are 3 reasons why this happens, and I'm going to tell you exactly what they are. Starting with reason number 1, Wonderbread is cheaper, okay? You get a lot more value for basically half the price of a croissant. And even though some men might appreciate the way you look, they are going to choose Wonderbread because she doesn't require as much money or time to impress. Which brings me to reason number 2. Wonderbread will change herself for a man, a croissant will not, okay? Wonderbread will become a grilled cheese, an avocado toast, a PB&J, any day of the week depending on what he wants. A croissant, on the other hand, it's kind of like take it or leave it, as in you might not be as willing to compromise or change your lifestyle for a guy. And the third reason is Wonderbread is less maintenance, okay? Wonderbread, you break it apart, there are no crumbs. With a croissant, a lot of crumbs, and some guys honestly don't want to deal with it. But here's the thing, the people that like croissants love croissants, and they don't even look at Wonderbread. So don't try to change yourself, but instead embrace all of your flaky French layers because the right person is gonna adore them. Follow for more and good luck.
You don't get an opinion on whether Madonna is telling her truth or not. That's her truth.
What is her truth?
That people are being misogynistic towards her, and that a woman over 45 is not allowed or permitted to be sexy in the eyes of people like you.
There is only the truth. There's not people's versions of it. We're not on the Meghan and Harry podcast, right? So you can't just say her truth. No, there are facts. The fact is she's done stuff to her face surgically, which means when she goes out now, we all shriek in horror.
I think it's quite rude to say that you shriek in horror.
I literally did. It was like a Halloween costume.
But ultimately, Piers, like you've met Madonna, you called her rude when you met her.
She was incredibly rude every time I met her, but I don't hold that against her.
Well, it sounds like you do.
No,
actually.
Just don't be wrong.
Women are allowed to be...
They're allowed to be rude little madams, and she is, right? No problem at all.
No, women are allowed to not like you, Piers.
Absolutely
and
fine.
that doesn't give you permission to then attack them in front of millions of people.
Not a problem at all. She can hate my guts. It doesn't mean I can't pass comment on her without being called immediately misogynist.
But is anyone discussing how you look, and would you be okay with that?
Literally, I get fat-shamed all the time, even though, as you can see, I'm basically emaciated, right?
In the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they are like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
Women who say, I'm old-fashioned, I don't make the first move, I always say, then you're not old-fashioned. Because 100 years ago, a woman would walk past a guy, drop her handkerchief and keep walking. The guy would see it, he'd say, this is an extraordinary opportunity to be a man.
Yes.
He'd pick up the handkerchief,
rescue the girl,
walk it over to her and say, madam, you dropped this. And she'd say, did I? And they'd now have a conversation. Now, he thought it was his idea.
Yes, and she was
but
clumsy.
She chose him.
Wow.
So I say to women, listen, this isn't about reversing roles here and you suddenly doing the guy's job. It's about you doing what women have always done and dropping the handkerchief.
As we navigate the complexities of modern dating, it's evident that traditional gender roles and societal expectations have evolved significantly. The dynamics of male-female interactions have been reshaped by factors such as social media, changing cultural norms, and the pursuit of individualism. In this landscape, both men and women face unique challenges and pressures. Men grapple with the fear of rejection and the potential consequences of approaching women, while women navigate a delicate balance between independence and the desire for companionship. In the end, navigating modern dating requires a willingness to embrace vulnerability, communicate openly, and cultivate empathy. By doing so, we can build relationships that are grounded in mutual understanding and withstand the test of time in an ever-evolving dating landscape. And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW Voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.